Now that looked like a dang mess over here. But buried back here is my grandfather's very old boatman air compressor. Man, that thing has been here for 40 years. Since they moved in this house in 1975. Plugs in right there. Here's the hose. I'm out here working on this van. The sunroof visor was broken, so I'm just taking it off and gonna throw it away. Man, look how nasty. I don't think this van stayed in the garage very much. So I've got to get the sunroof open and I guess get that out somehow. Let's see. Got my keys. There's the tear in the seat I've got to try and do something with. I haven't decided what. I've been looking on eBay at used seat bottoms. All right, open. Oh man, I don't trust these old sunroofs. Especially old ones that probably have had zero maintenance as far as grease. Oh my God. Look at all the trash. I'm surprised this thing's not... There's a freaking walnut. I'm surprised this thing's not leaking water somewhere in the cabin. It may be. No, everything's dry. Usually it'll come down through here and be wet here on the floor. Everything's dry though. Ooh, man. What a mess. Yeah. Those little sunroofs cool. This van does not have a CVT, by the way. I've had a few people reach out and be like, oh gosh, you know, be careful, get rid of blah, blah, blah. But this has the 5-speed automatic. I think it's the 5-speed, maybe a 6-speed, but I believe it's a 5. And it shifts perfect. No issues there, so... My compressor's kicked off. I'm going to make sure these tires have proper air pressure. And, because they look a little, I don't know, they looked a little low. But I'm going to check them and finish getting the rest of that sunroof off and getting that mess up there cleaned up. Jeez. Look at that junk. I mean... just piles and piles of compacted and crammed old leaves. Man, this is a mess. I got the big walnut out. I need to get a hose in here somehow, but how do you spray all that out with the sunroof open? Maybe I could tarp it off somehow. I mean, all these tracks are just jam full. Ugh. Well, I'm working on this van, trying to get her cleaned up and ready to sell. Give her a good wash, scrubbing on the outside. I worked on where this terrible sunroof shade was. It looks a lot better, but I can see I've got to go back and work on it some more. It's just left permanent marks up there. But I'm just now getting ready to vacuum. I've been cleaning out the tracks down there. I found 6 pencils in there. Cleaned the engine, compartment area. It was pretty dusty and dingy. So I got under here real good, cleaned it up. It's not even dry yet. The headlights are on for some reason. Huh, weird. But yeah, This is her. She's pretty, I mean, you know, she's pretty clean in what would typically be the high traffic areas, but I think there was a floor mat back here for this third row, and I think someone discarded it. And if it looked like anything like you see down there and down there, I could understand why they discarded it. This seat here was the one that held the child seat. You know, it has indentions and markings in the seat. And it's also the filthiest. Yeah, had snotty handprints all over the inside of the door. I've cleaned some of them off and it was real slimy. I mean, this thing's disgusting. But it's getting there. About to do a little shop vacuum with the 1963 Electrolux. I think this, my stepdad said this was his mom's. And he's 70 years old. Dude, check this out. This is old. Greenwich, Connecticut. Let's see, a serial number. No year. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to figure out why these stupid headlights are on. We're going to get in here and start vacuuming. Look at that mess. Man. Got the title to the van, so I gotta get her ready to sell. Son of a bitch. I have been working on this van for 6-7 hours. I mean, unbelievably awful. See these tracks down here where the sliding doors slide? I pulled 5 pencils and 3 straws between the 2 sides. This side was full of acorns and money. I found a bunch of pennies, but what I did is I took my water hose and just shot it all up through there, back and forth, and then took my wet dry vac and sucked it all up. I took all the pencils and straws and threw them in the trash. I should have saved them for you guys. But my God, what a mess. Whew. I think I've about got her cleaned up, man. All the stains, I mean, there's still a few really deep ones. They're just not gonna come out. But the interior of this van was ass whooped, man. Ass whooped. Worked on the headliner some. I got to do a little more right there. Forgot that part. But yeah, she is cleaned up pretty good considering. Whew, man. Let's see. I attempted to clean under the hood. Let's see. Looks a good bit better. Got all the dirt and dust off everything. There were a shitload of leaves just buried down there in that hole right there. Had to dig them out. Yeah, it looks better than it did. It was real dusty and dirty. Got to do the headlights tomorrow. Got me a kit. Did the wheels and tires today. I mean, she really could use a polish, but I'm not going to mess with that. I mean, it's a $3,500, you know, $3,900, $3,700 van, you know. Yeah, I had to work pretty hard up here on the, and there's still marks left from where that broken sunroof ring was, or deflector. And I've got to find a clear cover to match that one. Only thing I found so far is buying the whole assembly, and I really don't want to do that. But if I have to, I will, because I can't. I mean, I don't like it because it's not symmetrical and it looks dumb. To me, the steering wheel should be in the center of the car, you know. So I can't stand shit that's not even. So got to definitely get. But man, there were dark, deep stains down there. I mean, almost black. You ought to see. I mean, I got it soaking wet and sucked it up the vacuum. I mean, it just looked like mud, what I pulled up. I'm not a professional detailer, not even close, but I'll work on one for a long time. I'll put several hours into it to try my best. And she's come a long way to that ass-whipped family hauler. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many Legos and Polly Pockets and shit, I don't know all that I found in this thing. I mean, got all my supplies here. I used every bit of this stuff today except my mother's new lens headlight renewal kit. So we'll do that tomorrow, finish up, and we'll get this baby ready for sale as soon as I find that damn tail light. Oh yeah, much better. Man, look how yellow that light is. That one's coming along. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. I used more just plain water and just sprayed it here in the van. I mean, I just filled this whole thing up with water trying to clean these stains out, and that's the best it's going to get. I used a wet dry vac to suck all the water out. Probably didn't get it all, but that's going to be the best it's going to get at this price point. Yummy. Oh man, hot chocolate. Isn't that what the Detail Geek says? One of those guys. Oh, there's some quarters and stuff. All right, I'm done. I did the lenses. That came out okay. That one's not as good as this one because this car was in a side swipe accident and this light's been replaced. But I'm going to work on this one some more when I get back to my shop. I have another kit that I also use that has a spray on clear coat that will take that yellow out. But that was the best I could do with what I've got up here today. I'm up here at the lake. What's left of the lake. It's wintertime. Look at everybody's docks. They're not sitting on water. They're sitting on the ground. There we go. Of course, ours floats and the neighbors. But those neighbors know, all those people know on the ground. You gotta have one of these fancy jobs that go up and down the, that you can adjust up and down the concrete path. Anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with what the hell we're focusing on. But yeah, I sucked up as much water as I can. She's looking good. Yeah, looking pretty good. Pressure washed that floor mat. You can see my big handprint on it. But yeah, just ended up using the damn water hose in here to get down in all these cracks and just laid the vacuum down with it, and that's just as good as it's gonna get. Man, now I want to keep this thing. But something's telling me, Joe, you better let this one go. So anyway, enough for today.